Could this actually be fun? I started this project when I generated this guy to learn animation and rigging in Unreal Engine 5.5. It was fun to make him follow me, and I thought, this is fun. Games are fun. This will be a really fun game. So I built what I thought were the baseline mechanics of my PvP third-person hero shooter Pikmin mashup. Hi, my name is Burke. Welcome to the second video of my devlog journey, where I grapple with the question, what is fun and can I even do that? Also, stick around to the very end to find out why this and this are incorrect. And if you already know, why were you here yesterday? And you should probably hit that like button to properly shame me. So I wrapped up the baseline mechanics for my super fun game. Bases, beacons, you shoot cool looking arrows to direct the ice guys, as I affectionately call them. Clusters spawn from arrowheads to attract ice guys. And shooting a cluster, a character, or a beacon will make the ice guys focus on that thing. This is great. I think it's great. My wife thinks I'm great. It's time to invite my brothers over. They're totally gonna think it's great. So it's about an hour before they get here. I'm shooting cool arrows, the ice guys are bobbling towards them, the victory sequence plays, and I realize this is not fun. I had a sneaking suspicion that it wasn't going to be fun, but like a good delusional artist, I thought, nah, it's awesome. You're just being too hard on yourself. Believe in yourself, like that guy who believed he was a chicken. But that guy's not a chicken, and he'll never be a chicken. I'm not even sure that story's true, and this game is definitely not fun. So there I was, an hour before they showed up, a not fun game in front of me. The hope of my brother saying, you know, you're actually pretty cool, getting blipped out of existence. I needed a miracle or some heavy plot armor, but I got neither. Mashing together a level with some quick block-in meshes that I made got it to look a little better, but it still felt boring. I realized that I needed a way to mess with the other player. At the moment, getting hit would just make them the target for the ice guys, but they didn't do any damage or affect them in any way, so I wanted the arrow to actually freeze them. I tried to set up that node that I mentioned earlier, and like I mentioned earlier, it didn't work. So we sat down and tried to play the game, and just as I suspected, stalemate. Very boring. We just kept shooting the same guys, and they didn't move, and they weren't moving very fast, and it was just hard to make it engaging. They still tried to act impressed. After all, their big brother was making a game. It's cool, conceptually. Jake had a note that I should make the call radius of the crystals bigger as they were shot and grew, and so I did that. It didn't make it more fun, it was just a good idea. I knew that I had to figure out how to get the character to freeze. So poor Dan sat there for at least an hour while I banged my head against the monitor and I couldn't figure it out. He had to leave and I couldn't blame him. He left. Jake started working on an Instagram post for a tournament he had won the day before. It was his first time playing with a partner and they got their AA, which is epic. That gave me a little bit of time to keep working on the nodes. I tried a few different things and finally I started explaining to him what I was doing and I brought back those nodes that I showed you before and right away plugged it in the right way. I don't know how I figured it out and we got the character to freeze. I know you're dying to know what the correct node setup is, so if you want to skip to the end of the video and find out, that's okay, I'll wait. So we ran it again, and it definitely got more fun. I think there's something significant about being able to affect your opponent that makes a game feel more engaging, but it was missing something, stress. So I increased the movement speed of the ice guys, and then it really started to take off for me. It felt like this is a game. I feel engaged, I feel like there's a reason for me to move quickly. I feel a little bit of stress. If I don't move quickly, I'll lose. If I get stuck in a stalemate, I have the ability to get out of it. So I don't know if it's fun yet, but it's definitely getting a lot closer. But I know the big question is, what did Jake think of it? Well, on the way home, he said, I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but it would be pretty cool to see where I'm aiming or what the health of my base is, because I was kind of playing blind.